One man, one mic, multiple personalities, bringing you the latest in current events. This is Beyond the Scuttlebutt.
Hell yeah. How's it going, everybody? Cool Chasco here, as always, bringing you the latest. So, today we're going to be talking about the military and how wokeism and CRT has made us weak. It really has. And with what's going on in Afghanistan and everywhere else around the world, we don't want soft soldiers. By soft, I mean ones who are going to cry if they get a cut. Ones who are not going to be able to act good under pressure. That's the only reason it's hard in the military, at least in the Marine Corps. In the Marine Corps, we train like we fight. That's why we got drill instructors just screaming at us, yelling at us, getting us trained, getting us motivated. Because you got to be able to think under pressure. You got bullets flying over your head. You're not going to be able to say, "Hey, time out. I need to find a safe space right now. We need to take a little time out, take a break. You guys, assess your situation. We'll assess our situation, and maybe we'll regroup later." That's the military and how it's going to be now. I mean, the Navy's wrecked. I mean, they are going through tons of problems. That's because of wokeism, because they're spending so much time training for CRT, wokeism, teaching people they're bad because they're white. Take this real quick. Oh, yeah, very nice. All right. Woo. So, let's do a little bit of slide action. Yeah, Wayne's World, gotta love it. Every officer is up to speed on diversity training, not so much on ship handling. Scathing official report finds U.S. Navy is too woke for war because of risk-averse, politically correct, control-freak top brass. Oh yeah, trust me, brass could be pretty controlling. They like to have their hands on everything. A scathing new report commissioned by members of Congress has claimed that the Navy's surface warfare forces have systemic training and leadership issues, including a focus on diversity that overshadows basic readiness skills. So, what's more important when you're in war? All right, this guy's feelings or saving that guy's life, regardless of his feelings? I don't know if you see, but Russia has already gave us a warning after we left Afghanistan. They're saying, don't come to the Central Asia. Don't. They're warning us. Not sure why. I mean, I don't even know why we would want to go Central Asia, but since they're warning us, I'm sure we'll find a way into there somehow. Report prepared by Marine Lieutenant General Robert Schmidt and Rear Admiral Mark Montgomery. Hoorah, Lieutenant. Both retired came in response to recent naval disasters, including the burning of the USS Bonhomme Richard in San Diego, two collisions involving Navy ships in the Pacific, which I don't know how you hit anything in the Pacific. It's pretty big. Yeah, Titanic was on the Atlantic, so they had ice. Wow. How do you hit something in the Pacific? Twice. And the surrender of two small crafts to Iran. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but we actually had naval personnel with their hands on their heads at gunpoint surrendering to a foreign adversary. We really need to step up and not worry about all this diversity training, 'Cause trust me, the military is plenty diverse. I was in there. When I was in the Marine Corps, the only color we knew was green, because that was who we were. Everybody's green. No matter if you're male, female, white, black, brown, yellow, orange, purple. It didn't matter. All that mattered is that you had your back, and you had the back of the person next to you, and they had yours. You know, that's what the Marine Corps is about. I was pretty thrilled when they started letting females into the combat positions. That was awesome. I knew plenty of female Marines who wanted to go and be a grunt. They weren't allowed. Like, no, you want to be administration? The authors conducted hour-long interviews with 77 current and retired Navy officers, offering them a nominee to identify issues they wouldn't feel comfortable raising in the chain of command. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of people that want to bring up things in the chain of command. When I was in the Marine Corps, we didn't bring much up to the chain of command, unless it was something important. When it comes to diversity or any of that kind of stuff, no, we only talked to the people up there when we had to. Of course, I was administration and working in a S1 shop as awards and legal, so I'd actually go see the top guys a lot. But you get used to it after a while. But other people aren't like that. Other people are not going to bring, you know, concerns up to their chain of command. Most of them want to avoid their chain of command. Usually, you're going through your chain of commands because you're in trouble or something. Usually. No, most people serving just want to get in and do their time. They don't want to have to deal with all of the BS, the games. The Marine Corps, they got games. Oh, when I was in the oh, they had more games than PlayStation and Xbox PC combined. The report found a staggering 94% of the subjects believed the recent naval disasters were part of a broader problem in Navy culture or leadership. I guarantee you, every unit in the Navy is up to speed on their diversity training. I'm sorry that I can't say the same of their ship handling training, said one recently retired senior enlisted leader. But yeah, the report focused on issues within the Navy surface warfare forces and opposed to submarine and aviation, and suggested the issues in the surface fleet could be unique due to better funding and training for submarine and aviation units. Hmm. One of the key issues raised by the officers interviewed for the report was a concern that Navy leaders spend more time focusing on diversity training than on developing warfighting capacity and key operational skills. And like I said, when I was in the Marine Corps, we went through training. It wasn't a whole lot of diversity. I mean, we had our little equal opportunity moments and talking about, all that, Title IX and whatnot. But to be fair, I mean, it wasn't a problem. Wasn't I mean, we addressed the issues. We had a little meeting. Like we talk about every single thing that you do, you know, from waking up and making your bed to scrubbing your shoes to how you wear your uniform to how you clean your rifle to medical training, all the knowledge, all the stuff. They teach you everything. They even teach you risk assessment when you're driving on base or go home. So to add extra training to complicate, or take away from more important training, like combat readiness. I mean, that's the most important thing, I think, when you're in the military, anyways. You gotta be combat effective, combat ready. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of events in our military where we weren't ready. I mean, there's the 2017 Tongo massacre of the four Green Berets. You know, they were sent in with no heavy armor, heavy, heavy armored vehicles, no armored vehicles. and they were so unprepared because they weren't expecting anything. And because the command one didn't prepare them, give them the right equipment, and the command leading them there didn't know his head from his ass, didn't know he was in a trap situation. I ain't talking about any of the deceased. I'm talking about the one who was in charge of the whole platoon, who left 4 men behind. Well, left 3 men, and then left another one who all died. It's insane. Tongo Tongo Massacre. Yeah, check that out. It's horrific. Our government tried to lie to us about it, but the families kept fighting to get the truth. They got it. It was piss poor leadership. I'm going to show you what piss poor leadership will get you. Taliban fighters scream Allah Akbar as they execute 22 Afghan commandos who are surrendering after running out of ammo. Footage emerges as the terror group urges city leaders to surrender. Of course, Taliban. Like I said, they've got about 30%, as of yesterday, 30% of Afghanistan right now. And this attack here, this massacre here, happened before we withdrew in the dead of night. But the video has emerged that purports to show the moment 22 Afghan commandos were massacred by the Taliban moments after the surrender. The footage appears to have been taken in the Wal Abad in northern Farhad province on June 16th, following a major battle between the Taliban and Afghan forces. The government had sent an elite team of U.S. trained commandos, including the son of retired general, into the town to recapture, but they quickly became surrounded with air support and reinforcements failing to materialize. Militants say the commandos were captured after running out of ammunition, but witnessed accounts from the time and the new footage suggest they were actually gunned down in cold blood. And there's a cell phone footage out there. I'm not gonna show it because I'll probably get banned. But it was bad. These guys are all coming out with their hands up. See right here. They're all coming out with their hands up, no guns, no weapons, and they were just massacred. And the civilians were there. The civilians are yelling at the Taliban, like, "What are you doing? What are you guys doing? You guys are supposed to be on everybody's side. We're supposed to be peaceful. Come on." Comes amid a major offensive by the Taliban across Afghanistan as U.S. forces withdraw, which has seen the Islamists trying to persuade government troops to abandon their post on the promise of safe passage back to their homes. These guys, these 22, they didn't get safe passage. It's sad. And I pray for them because there's no way to die. I mean, surrendering and just getting mowed down, that is, I mean, it's war. It's the dark atrocities of war. And like to pretend, everybody likes to pretend that there's rules of war. And there is. We got the Geneva Convention, but to be honest, how many terrorists follow the Geneva Convention? What was going through their minds? They're walking out. That first shot went off. But yeah, that's what's going to happen when our military, if we don't get some masculinity back in there. I'm talking about amongst the women too, because you need strong military people. You don't have a strong military, you're just going to fail every time. You don't need people crying when they get bullets thrown at them. No, you need somebody who's going to be assessing the situation getting that person that's injured to safety and figuring out how you're going to outflank the ones coming at you. The only way to get that trained is to train like you fight. And I know the Marine Corps does it. Like, I've been to plenty places in the Marine Corps where we trained. I mean, they built cities, towns that look just like the areas we're going. Like, there's this little city of Iraq that they built that we got to go through and everything, and we had to deal with everything from RPG to AK fire, smoke bombs, IEDs. It was amazing. Real life stuff that you're gonna see. That's how you gotta do it. Not worry about being there with paper and pen, and just looking at the slideshows, diversity training. Come on, man, give me a break. And it's taken that much away from them. Literally, diversity training should be one day thing where they're all talking about it, got the slideshow, sign the thing, and hey, do it yearly. Yearly diversity training, just like you do the gas chamber, just like you do the rifle range. I just don't want to see us get too weak because I have a feeling it's just going to hit the fan. And I don't know where. We got so much going on. So much. We got China, Russia, Iran, Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq. It's insane. And I pray for our soldiers, every single one of them. They're the ones who are really going to pay the ultimate sacrifice. Not the politicians, not the civilians back home, but the soldiers out there in the front line. That's pretty much all I got today, y'all. If you like what you see, leave a comment, hit that like button for sure. If you're new, subscribe. Really would appreciate it. Well, guys, I will see you tomorrow for another video because I try to give at least one a day. That's what I'm trying to do, one a day. Eventually, I'm going to be doing live as soon as I figure out, how I'm going to do it. I mean, I've got the capabilities now. Been trying it out. That's why you might see a couple live things every once in a while for like 30 minutes. But then I run out of things to talk about. So, but we're working on it. Working on it. But like I said, that's all we got today. I hope you have a great one. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I'll be right down as soon as I find my lighter. Oh, you guys are still here? Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in to Beyond the Scuttlebutt. Really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, go ahead and smash that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, you can always subscribe. Would appreciate that as well. And also go ahead, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Got any suggestions? I'm open to them. All right. Y'all have a good one.